generational wealth. We're creating legacy. We are changing mindsets. And once you begin to remove the things that are attached to you that shouldn't be, and maybe shouldn't have ever been, then you will walk boldly in your purpose. Yeah, we take it up and heal.
We're going to pass the plate back. HealHarbor.com. Listen, that is so beautiful and it's real. I feel the power and energy behind it. Speaking of power and energy, your life has been a reel and a highlight that has played out in front of all of us. What has been your biggest highlight as it relates to your life? Maybe personal, professional, behind the scenes? What comes to mind?
My biggest highlight is when, I'm trying not to cry, is when I see my babies.
That's it.
And they are proud of me and they tell me that. When they do the things they see I do, because it's inspiring them even at their small ages, all the way from sugar mama putting on my feet and my wheels. And then a whole model pole turns. Mariah walking in with a poster that says something about victory on it, and Mama, I got this for you from the book fair. Tank letting them know, y'all ain't gonna mess up Mama's peace now. Y'all talking too loud. We don't do all that over here, peace. Those things, those moments mean everything to me. Because it lets me know that my life being the beauty of my life, the scars in my life, being put out in the forefront, in the public, right, has also shown my children what the strength of a person looks like. For my 3 daughters, what the strength of a woman looks like. For my son, how a woman should be treated and how I'd rather not treat a woman if I want her to stay with me. It's literally, we were riding the other day and they'd always taking turns on music, and before I knew, they were playing my songs. And I was like, wow, they really, really support their mama. And that means everything to me.
I think it's beautiful because when it comes to Black women, a lot of times a man is used as a weapon against you. Because the first thing you want to hear where it hurts, you say that's what you want to have a man. So a lot of women have been conditioned to suffer in silence when it comes to broken promises, matters of the heart. He didn't treat me in the way that I should be treated. And I think what you did, you came out and you gave women permission to speak, to talk, to cry. Because if I don't see you cry, I don't know the damage and how it impacted you. So it's okay, ladies, to let them see how you hurt, but I also need to let you see this come up. So I don't have to know about it, because I want you to watch me shine. And that's what you've done. You have not hidden your glory from anybody. And I think it's a beautiful testament to faith. I think it's a beautiful testament to prayer. I think it's a beautiful testament to sisterhood. With that being said, we're going to get a little messy. All right.
Here she go. Can I say something when you get next? Another thing really quickly that I just thought of as you were speaking. When I, walking away from what some people would have said, oh my gosh, my baby was 3 months, and when I had 4 children, a little bit small from 3 months, and, all of what looks great, right? When I see, watching social media, the example, what I'm going to say, lack thereof, that our young women have on choosing themselves. I see these celebrities who keep going back into situations to be hurt and to be embarrassed again versus choosing themselves. I said, my God, goes back to purpose. Because then I say, I'm here on television, I'm in the spotlight, everybody's seeing, my entire life at this point. And I'm showing women what it looks like and that you can be okay walking away. Because there are so many influencers, singers, rappers. One minute they broke up, 3 weeks later they back together. And I'm like, dang, like I was rooting for you, girl. Show our women that you ain't got to stay in that mess. I was rooting for you. And then they go back. So I received and accept the calling of showing those women who choose self versus the relationship or situationship that looks good, that they're suffering, where they're suffering in silence, where they're not really happy, where they know that they're not really valued. I'm showing that you can walk away and be okay. Purpose work.
Love it. I think a lot of women may hesitate to move forward because when you think about life, it's a canvas. And oftentimes we approach it like we have to create a masterpiece when all you have to do is just paint it. And I think that's what you did, and you navigated through. And you just painted, and you painted. And when we show up today with Mimosas with Melody, this is the masterpiece on the side of that. One more question. Okay.
I got your little messy question. You said it was messy.
Two. I'll warm you up for it.
Gosh, okay.
So we're talking about masterpieces. So when it comes to congratulations on your partnership with Vivian, you're very welcome. From the lens of a producer, in your opinion, what's missing?
She trying to be messy. What I feel is missing is the same thing that's not being captured tonight.
Good question, Queen Shiba. Good question. Excellence. Yeah, black excellence. Yes.
Just being honest, I sat by my good friend Bill and he said, hey, so the camera's gonna be here filming for the show. I said, He said, well, I said, I don't know, I can't tell you. I don't know if they want this. I mean, just being honest. So, that's what's missing. That's all I got to say about that.
And
I have more. Kingdom reign or Tilted Crown?
not Queen Shiba.
Well, of course I'm going to say Tilted Crown. Where's my co-owner, Dawn Michelle?
Then the mud.
Tilted Crown Productions all day, baby. Listen, I pride myself on, and I say it all the time, integrity, working to show positivity, and literally, that's where I want to be. You know, I want to be in a space where I am bringing material that inspires, bringing material that's real, but at the end of the day, there's a resolve, there's inspiration, there's empowerment. So at Tilted Crowns Productions, that's what we're focused on, you know, and really, I'll tell you, the title of the business came from shortly after I left my marriage. I didn't want to live in Huntsville, so I didn't want to decorate no house. I didn't want to do nothing or nothing hardly in that house. Dawn Michelle came to Huntsville. She said, now come on here now. We finna go get some stuff. You finna fix your crown, young lady. I was like, okay, now she says that I'm adding the jewels to the crowns because, you know, she come every time she come to Huntsville, there's something that's new in there, you know, but tilted crowns, we all go through situations, especially as women, where sometimes the crown may, you know, get a little tilted, but you got somebody standing beside you, fixing your crown for you. Fixing your crown for you. Those are the real friends, that's your real team, those are your real partners, you know, those people who will get in the mud with you. And she took me right on down to some stores, made me go buy bar stools, pictures, and everything else. Plates and everything, but I was literally at a point where, you know, we all go through those different emotions where you're sad, you're depressed, you're okay, and you're not. And so Tilted Crowns Production has a meaning, a God-given meaning, a God-given purpose, and we're just getting started. So buckle up. Woo!
That's one thing I love about you. You never grown bigger than your audience when it comes to your persona, your success. You move and you groove with us, and I've been watching you for a while. I see if somebody speaks, you speak back. And when I think about tilted cracker, and I said, I'm gonna be a little messy with this question, but your symbolism to it, because when a queen's crown is tilted, it's because she's moving. She's moving. In order for it to stay on the screen, you're standing still. Or because you're not making momentum, you're not evolving. So I think that's a perfect name for you. With that being said, thank you for allowing me to.